It is Easter. It is the holiest day in the Christian calendar. It is the celebration of the resurrection of their Lord and Savior. And it is a day that should be respected. But I cannot help but think about the life of Christ, the mercy and the compassionate Christ, the Sermon on the Mount Christ, the Christ that in the hail of prophetic bullets launched from the extreme right of Christianity, divisive issues such as gay rights, contraception, abortion, and all of these other things, that the message of Jesus Christ gets lost in. You know, when somebody starts talking about gays among the pulpit vultures anyway, and they say, love the sinner, hate the sin, I feel like saying, love the Christ and fear the Christian. It is amazing for a country that is supposed to prize the separation of church and state, how much we have cast that aside and allowing this element to take over, at least in the last administration. There will be no resurrection for the troops who have died, the men and women who followed their conscience overseas. There needs to be more help for them, more help for their healing when they come back, because as evidence proves, a lot of them are not the people who left to go fight. They've changed. War changes even the strongest of folk, and that's just the way that it is. You know, I look at the way the government has behaved over the last 8 years, and not that right now I'm completely happy with Barack Obama, with the choice of Geithner and his continuing the laws that protect wiretapping and basically the spying on American citizens. This is a terrible precedent to have been set. It is a terrible one to continue. But you know, we have all kinds of things that are going on in the American experience right now, and a lot of them are unpleasant. And we need to see a lot less of the divisive issues being used, and a lot more focus on the things that need to be done that are the best reflection of our humanity. And I do put this challenge out to Christians. Rather than being so quick to attack people who are different from you, extend your hand to help the world without any ulterior motive for a change. I don't think your relationship with God will suffer any. As a matter of fact, I think you'll be better for having done so. Don't always try to convert people. Some are just as firm in their beliefs as you are in yours. But most of all, please abandon this attitude, especially on the extreme right or wrong view, which is more appropriate, of this idea with regard to Muslims, kill them all and let God sort them out, and the attitude that I've heard verbalized a number of times from pulpit vultures on the extreme right, certain televangelists, and you know who they are, that say the Jews and Muslims, to paraphrase them, are going to burn crispy for eternity. No human being has the right to put that kind of thing on another group. Never mind the other groups like the Buddhists, who certain websites that the evangelicals have say are the most satanic out of all of the groups. You know, I've talked to a number of Christians who have no idea what Buddhists are about. And I was raised in that discipline, and believe me, I've heard it all. You know, we all need to, regardless of what path we follow, whether we're pagan or Jewish or Buddhist or whatever, we have to turn now to healing society. It is not just up to the indigos that are joining us now. It is not just up to the government. It is not just up to one food bank or the other shelter. It is up to us all as a nation to work hand in hand with helping those who have fallen as a result of the economic collapse that is going on. We need to help those returning from war. We need to help those who are still suffering because this country has horrible drug laws. There are a lot of people that need help, not to mention those who have mental illnesses that are directly related to the breakdown of so many things. Those of you who look at all of this as the second coming with a uncaring attitude about things, like James Watt 20-something years ago when he was in charge of the National Forest, and his attitude was, well, who needs trees? The second coming will be here soon, and Jesus is coming. Well, you know, the rest of us would like to breathe, so please don't take us with you. So, all of that aside, I would challenge Christians right now to do absolutely all they can to help other people, to help their neighbors, and to rely more on the virtues of Christ instead of the wrath of God. My name is Jus Lundberg. I am a poet and performance artist and leader in the pagan community. I thank you for listening. Have a wonderful life.